Washington County. They're all over the state of Ohio, where these power plants that we've lost. And it was just time for Ohio to say enough's enough. We're gonna do what we can do, what's best for the state.
So you still stand behind House Bill 6?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was great legislation. If there are changes that need to be made to improve it, then I think that that's fine. But I think that it's good legislation.
Do you think you could change the contents of that bill today to pass a replacement and still be able to get enough votes, given the fact that you had votes jumping off and on with right up to the last second?
It's very difficult. And part of it is the complexity of the issue. You know, the things that we deal with here in the General Assembly, we have to be somewhat experts on education, and then we have to be somewhat experts on water lines and energy and many, many things. You know, it's constantly changing. And so a lot of the members, if you're not really tuned into a bill or maybe serving on a committee, they're just picking it up, you know, in the hallways, or they may study it or whatever, but they're not getting into the real guts of legislation. And so I think a lot of it was that it was very complex. It was hard to understand. Obviously, there were people that were for it, and there were people that were against it. Outside presences, you know, you had some of the renewable people who were opposed to it because they wanted to see the nuke shut down, right? We had outside forces that were opposed to it because they thought they could take a bigger picture of a bigger piece of Ohio's energy, you know, and it was more profitable for them. And so you had all those things. So to get back around, Jim, to your original question, do I think it's going to be difficult? Yes, because it's a very complex bill and not everybody's tuned in. They're just not.
How are you planning to plead?
I'm going to plead not guilty because I am.
What do you think of the action that's going to be taken today to remove you from the Ethics Committee?
I think it's the right thing to do. I actually did not know. I just assumed when I was removed as Speaker that I would be removed from the Ethics Committee, and I thought I'd be probably taken off a C-SCRAP. I just assumed that. I didn't realize that that wasn't, you know, permitted or whatever. They never put a provision in place to do that. But I'm not Speaker, and so the Speaker should have an opportunity to put the folks on that he wants to have on there himself or whoever he wants to put on. And I think it's the right thing to do. I'm going to vote yes for it.
With everything going on, guilty or innocent, do you think that you can effectively represent your district?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. There's, you know, I in the past, as you know, I've been awarded through magazines and things, most effective legislator, best legislator, on and on and on, and I intend to continue to do that. And I think I can be very effective here. I'm not looking to get in Speaker Cup's way whatsoever. I'm just coming here to represent the people of my district and folks that I love in my communities.
How are you and Tondra holding up with all of this?
You know, it's not comfortable for sure, but I'll tell you, we've had a tremendous amount of people who have shown support back home, friends and neighbors, and during the county fair. For instance, I was down there on Saturday for the livestock sale, gave a little bit of a speech, and made the presentation of the $50,000 check that they received for holding a fair. And frankly, I came up, I got a little, you know, I got a little choked up because the reaction that everybody gave and the love that they showed for our family and the support was very touching, and we appreciated it. Tondra's teaching school. She's down there teaching school today. She's got kids back now, and that's important in her life. She's real excited about that. First week they didn't have any kids there, and she couldn't wait to get the kids in school.
Do you feel like the FBI's got it out for you? I mean, they were after you back in 2004, no charges, and now, you know, fast forward to today.
I'm not going to comment about that. We'll just.
Were you surprised by the charges? Did you hear rumors beforehand that they were looking into any of this?
No, none whatsoever.
Is it strange to be sitting back out here?
I've been out here and I've been up there, and you know, it's strange. Not really.
How have your colleagues, have they reached out to you today or prior days?
I haven't seen anybody. You're the first people I've really seen. I did walk in with a couple of the Democrat members, but I have not seen any of the Republican members. And
Do you think
that's
you'll be able
okay.
to work with them going forward?
yeah, I believe so. I mean, it's I think everybody's professional and they understand that people have all kinds of challenges in their lives that they have to deal with, and this is something I'm dealing with right now. But that doesn't change my passion for the people in my district or the cause of a better Ohio.
Did you go to caucus?
No, frankly, I thought caucus would be over with when I got here. So
You're the only one on the ballot still for your seat. There are a few write-in candidates. You're confident that you're a lock for re-election?
I mean, we're going to run an election like we always do, and we'll see what the people think. I don't.
Did you coordinate with Generation Now with all this spending that they were doing?
Laura, I'm not going to answer anything at all that has to do with cases.
And I'm going to keep
do it.
asking.
You can ask, but I'm not going to do that.
Have you found a lawyer yet?
I believe so.
I can ask, is there any balance? Because I know part of the rules is that you can't have contact with witnesses. Is that going to make it difficult to do work here? Because potentially
No,
someone
it says
here?
potential witnesses, and I would assume what they mean is folks that are, there's a lot of people here that
Right.
just, no.
But sir, someone in this caucus was giving that information to the FBI for about a year about you. Do you believe that you being in the same room is contact with that witness?
I'm not in contact. I'm going to be here and I'm going to vote and I'm going to do my job. That doesn't mean I'm going to go out and have a cup of coffee with people and talk to them. I'm just here to do my job.
Do you know who that person is?
No, frankly, I don't know.
You don't know who the person is you haven't figured it out?
Well, if you
There's
figured
a
it out, I
federal
don't.
indictment with your name on it, and one of your colleagues was given that FBI information for a year, and you're saying you do not know who that person is?
I might have assumptions, but I'm not going to get into all that stuff. I got to get wherever I got to go. I don't know if we're sitting out on the
So you'll have a gaggle here every day?
No. You need to talk to Speaker Cupp. He's the person that's speaking for the House of Representatives, not Larry Householder. Larry Householder's here for the people of the 72nd House District.
Have you spoken with Speaker Cupp?
I haven't yet. No, I have not.
Do you support him?
He's Speaker. Yeah, heck, absolutely. He's Speaker. I know how tough that job is, and he needs all the support he can get.
What are your thoughts about them removing you as speaker, though, and putting him there?
Obviously, I didn't. I thought it was wrong, but
Are you worried you might be removed as a representative?
no, I'm a duly elected representative, and I qualify to be on the ballot, and I qualify to be here. So I don't know why they'd remove me.
If you're reelected, do you plan to take your post next January?
Yeah.
How did it feel when you saw the legislature vote to keep you in this chamber?
How what?
The legislature voted against expelling you from the chamber, effectively. I think they tabled the motion. Whatever the case, they voted.
Well, I think it was the right move, and obviously, again, I think that in the United States, we believe that you're innocent until you're proven guilty, and that day has not come. And so, I am innocent. I am going to defend myself vigorously, and as far as the members here and them recognizing the fact that things can happen, and you have the opportunity, you should have the opportunity at least to address those issues. I think it was the right thing to do.
Would you run for speaker again if reelected?
Cup looks good up there. Yeah, I wish him a lot of luck, and frankly, I pray for him every night.
Who's your lawyer?
I'm not going to talk about it. You'll know soon enough. Anybody else?
Are you concerned that you will be convicted, or do you believe that your truth will come out?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you.
Are you concerned that you will be convicted and you're possibly facing quite a long time in federal prison, or do you believe that what you say is the truth will come out?
Oh, I believe in the justice system, and I believe that if everything works the way it's supposed to, the truth will come out. And as I've said, I'm innocent, and I intend to absolutely defend myself as best I can.
Are you on board with whatever happens with House Bill 6? Do you think it should be repealed, or do you think it should stay?
We just talked about that a little bit ago. I think House Bill 6 was a good piece of legislation. There might be things that could be done to improve House Bill 6. You know, if you look at it, it saves the ratepayers $2.3